Hi friends, today we are going to be making a little commemorative keepsake illustration, something that you can print out and hang up, you can give away as a gift, you can turn it into a sticker, you can put it in your travel notebook. I'm going to be using the Procreate app on my iPad, but you can absolutely do this, analog in your sketchbook. I'm going to be referring to a picture that I took in Capitola, California. But what I want you to do is grab a photo or something, some sort of souvenir or something that catches the general color vibe of your trip. So if you went up to the mountains, maybe it's more greens and browns, earthy tones. You have a little tropical vacation, you could see more yellows and blues. I just want you to get something to inspire the colors. And then I am going to be referring to Peggy's book, The Travel Adventure Line Drawing. There are lots of options in here. I chose one illustration that I'm going to focus on. And then just kind of rack your brain and think of something that you feel represents a special moment in your trip, or I don't know, a funny thing that happened along the way, something that's important to you. I personally am going to be choosing an ice cream cone because ice cream is very important to me. Anyways, I'm Julie. I'm with the Pigeon Letters Design Team, and I can't wait to share this with you. So today I'm going to be using this photo of Capitola for my color palette inspiration. And we're going to be using Peggy's newest book, Travel Adventure Line Drawing. And then I chose this cute little ice cream cone drawing because when we go to Capitola or the beach or literally anywhere on the coast, that is our #1 stop as far as finding sustenance. But there's a bunch of cute little drawings in here. You can choose, say you go somewhere with a diner, a Ferris wheel. We're just going to choose one of these illustrations and then use it to really be the star of the show. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open the Procreate app. You want to create a new canvas. I did an 8x10, 600 DPI size. I already have it over here. And I went and added in that picture from Capitola so that we can get in there and kind of get a color palette that we want to work with. So to add a photo, you just go to add, insert a photo. So what I like to do is kind of shrink it up a little bit. The sky is beautiful, but mostly what I'm looking for is these really cute little houses. And I created a new color palette. So create a new palette, named it Capitola. So what we're gonna do is use our little color picker over here. And then I'm just going to, we don't even have to necessarily use these exact ones. I'm gonna get a really pretty blue. Let's get some of that yellow. And you don't have to take it exactly from your photo, but it is a really good way to, it's a really good way to kind of make sure you're following the right vibes that you want to go with. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that photo off. And these are a little more muted than I like, but I have so many, I have so many on here that I think we can find some that we love. Okay, so we're gonna keep choosing this one. So what we're gonna do is go back to your color chooser. And we're gonna add these, go to disc. So this one it's a little murky, I would say. So I want it to be a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it up here. go to palette, tap that in. Okay, same with the yellow disc. I'm just kind of going to go for like the same general area for each one. And what I like to do as well is grab a black and a white. So double tap near the white. You can add that over here. And then same for black, double tap. And we can add more colors. Oh my gosh, sorry. We can add more colors as we go if you need them. All right, so we're gonna make a few edits to our canvas. So go to the little wrench, go to canvas, and we're gonna add in the drawing guide. I like to make it a little bit lighter, just so it doesn't seem so cluttered. You can make that any size you want, and then we're just gonna grab a sketch brush real quickly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sketch out our cute little ice cream or Ferris wheel, surfboard, whatever you're choosing here. So I am just kidding. Make sure you're on a new layer. I'm gonna sketch this out in black. And I mean, I would suggest that you do the same, but you can do whatever color you want. Okay, so I like to make kind of the basic shape first, and then get it in the middle. Make it a little smaller. And remember, this is a sketch, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Okay, I'm gonna make some little ice cream. I think what I'm gonna do too when I draw this, I'm gonna add some sprinkles, because if I am commemorating a trip with my kids, there's always sprinkles and there's always ice cream. Okay, this is gonna be our shadows. Okay, so kind of edit it around. I think that I would prefer the little middle to be more centered. All right, and then when I do it, I'm gonna straighten this cone out as well. All right, so we've got that sketch there. And then I'm going to just do some basic block lettering up across the top. So I'm gonna write Capitola, California. You can obviously write wherever you went. So I think given the vibe of the place, you know, a little beach town, ice cream, colorful, I'm just going to do some really basic kind of fun block lettering. And then right below it, I am going to do a little brush lettering. Ooh, no ma'am, not that one. And the best thing about the iPad as far as sketching goes is just move stuff around, and I love that. I mean, obviously you can do this on, I kind of like that, but we'll go back to that. All right. And then just because I really want our cute little ice cream to be the star here, what I'm going to do towards the end is I'm just going to add a really cute, colorful little circle. You know what? That's very off-centered. So I'm going to, and we'll make that one of the colors. It's going to be cute. So this is our sketch. I like to move the sketch to the top layer and turn the opacity down a little bit. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to choose colors here. I kind of needed like a brownish sandy color, which I'm actually going to use one of these skin tones. and I think I'm gonna do this one. So I'm gonna get the mono pigeon brush, or no, actually, I'm going to get, where's it at? All right, the vintage texture brushes. So vintage monoline brush is what I'm going to do to outline these. So again, I might turn this down a little bit more. And we are in the layer below the sketch. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the cone first. Okay, you know what? I hate that color. That's all right. What we'll do is we'll make a lighter pink of our same one, because that's fun. Okay, and then same with ice cream. I think we're gonna go with the yellow, maybe also a little bit lighter, so it's not a little too insane looking. And this is the layer on top, so we are going to draw it all the way around. And we will add in all of these extra little shading bits after we kind of color block everything else. Ooh, you know what we're missing is a really pretty orange. So I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna add it on here. You can never go wrong. So what I will also do, just as we go, I'm gonna add in these different little tones of the yellow and the pink. We'll probably do the same for blue. You know, okay. So let's start with our letters. So same brush, vintage monoline. And I think what I'm gonna do is this really pretty bright blue. And we're just gonna go through and outline and fill them all in. And then on a new layer, I'm gonna go with the darker color. This time we're gonna do the vintage nib. So it's going to give, it is going to give that brush lettering feeling with the same little scalloped edges. Okay, we're gonna go here and we are just gonna, whoa. And we are gonna get the right size and we're gonna trace over the next part. So again, this doesn't have to be, you know, in a city and state. You could be, you know, making a cute little piece for your favorite donut shop that you found while you were camping, or maybe just your campsite in general, a state beach or something like that. I just like to add a little something. Okay, we'll take that off. Okay, cute. And now, because I changed it a little, I'm gonna make that smaller. Maybe even smaller. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't like it. So I don't like it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do it again, okay? I want it to be a little bit longer. So I'm gonna do the same sort of thing, but stretch it out more. Okay. I am gonna add in that background circle. Try this orange color. And if you don't know the trick, when you make your circle, hold it down and tap. It'll make the perfect shape, and you can always tap up here and change it if you need to. right, so what I'm kind of eyeing here too is the space above capitola. I want it to be similar to the space here. And then I'm going to move these down into the center of it. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of dimension. I'm going to take off the drawing guide just so it's a little bit easier for me to see. And let's see. So what we're going to do is go to your little ice cream layer or your cone, go above it. We're going to do a clipping mask. Click on this little N right there that is normal, and we're going to go down to overlay. All right, and turn the opacity right here, turn that down probably to about 70. Okay, and we're going to choose black, which is, oh, hello. We're going to choose black. And then I'm going to choose this really gritty kind of texture from the same vintage texture pack. It's called A Track. And let's see, I'm going to make it about that big. And we're going to draw on this above layer. And with the black, it is going to just create a shadow. So you can see if you mess with the opacity, it's going to be darker or lighter. I'm going to go back down to 70. But I do think I want to make this brush a little bigger. Okay. So I'm just going to go over here on the side of this ice cream. You can try a few different things. I think I like more of a flat look, so that's what I'm going to be going for here. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with the little swirl. So a clipping mask, overlay, 70. And I'll make this brush a little smaller, and we're going to go in and add all of our little swirls. So you can add back in your sketch if you need to see it. Okay, so and again, if you feel like this is maybe too much, you can turn it down a little bit, but I kind of like the higher contrast of it. Okay. And we can't forget we're going to add some sprinkles and other little goodies here. So I'm going to go back to the monoline brush, and this is on an above layer. I'm going to just do some little sprinkles in our colors. And I'm using the brighter colors this time too. And also what I'm gonna do is go back to the black, go to this little shading layer here, make it a little bit smaller, and under each one, you gotta go back to your gritty one. Under each one, I'm just gonna add in a little shadow. Also think I'm gonna do is on this little ice cream cone one, I'm gonna get the darker pink with the vintage monoline, and I'm gonna add in a few, sort of like Peggy did here on her cone, a few little crosshatch. So, I mean, I feel like it's important that you know it's a waffle cone, right? All right, so let's go above now, above our little capitola. So we got our clipping mask again. So for this one, I think this is just something I want to try. If we hate it, it's okay. I mean, you guys are already this far into it with me. So what I'm gonna do is get, I think I'm gonna get the yellow, and I'm doing the clipping mask just as it is regular. And I'm going to sort of come in, ooh, mine's a lot bigger. I'm gonna come in just over the top of it here. And then I think I'm gonna try this darker blue along the bottom, because I feel like this kind of gives just like the general feeling of the beach, right? So I think it's kind of a fun, all right, so I'm going to duplicate this Capitola layer, and I'm going to choose that dark pink, do alpha lock, fill layer, and then select it and just bring it over a touch. So I think I'll do pink. You can try different colors, until you find one. Maybe I like the orange. No, I think I like the orange. So when I'm looking at this, I feel like these aren't contrasting like I thought they would, which again, always fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these two colors. So where this orange circle is, let's add one of the yellows. We'll try both. So we're going to switch this